when you see they say long run, I want you to long run. Everybody just basically running up and down of the street. Just going up and down. And let me tell you something. If you don't catch yourself, you will end up in a journey. It really just open, not really the door, but the eyes of the future to really see that, okay, at the end of the day, what we're doing is not just for fun. What we're doing is not in vain. It actually, slowly but surely, bringing the benefits, the blessings, and the rewards. But me personally, when we went, I honestly didn't really expect, like I should say in my local terms, high sin. Sew! It's your boy Millie from the Riddim Knockaz band, bigging up Love Bouyon one time. Hey, yo!
Greetings all and welcome to another edition of Love Bouyon Talks. This is a series where we go out there and we find the people that doing things in Bouyon, the people that working hard to keep Bouyon music alive and Dominica culture alive. And today I'm very proud to present to you one of the youngest people in the Bouyon industry making a lot of noise right now. Welcome to the Love Bouyon platform. Riddim Knockaz, how you go, brother? Idea. Introduce yourself to the people, man.
Well, personally, I'm Millie from the Riddim Knockaz band, and I came from Portsmouth. Riddim Knockaz band is a band in Portsmouth, out in the scene right now. If you haven't heard about us, I don't know where you'll be.
Yes, they're doing things there. So anyway, let's get straight into it. So to start it, tell us who you are, and well, you tell us who you are already, but tell us what village you represent.
Well, we represent Portsmouth, Portsmouth, if you don't know already.
Alright, big up all the Portsmouth crew. So the question I'm asking you is what I ask everybody. We have a lot of people from the diaspora that following the page and you know what we're doing. Young people that their parents probably from Dominica but they never actually visit. If you was talking to a young person and their mother or father or even grandparents from Portsmouth but they never actually visit, what would you tell them about Portsmouth?
Well, I would tell them, well, to be honest, Portsmouth is an actual nice, quiet place, I would say. It's not like other villages with all the loud tower and all the BMSC, you know? Portsmouth is a more relaxing and more or less historical place, I would say. If you're looking for freedom, you're looking for quiet, you want to relax, you want to enjoy the scenery, Portsmouth is the place.
Portsmouth is that spot. Alright, good vibes. Alright, before we go into actual Riddim Knockaz stuff, we want to hear a lot about Riddim Knockaz, but I want to hear your journey, your personal journey as an artist, you know, as a musician. What led you to be who you are today?
Okay, well, my personal musical journey started since in high school. I'm 24 years right now.
Okay.
But since in high school, like fourth form, I started making music. I personally started with rap until I just realized that rap music don't have no money in Dominica at the time. So with my other friend, we decided to start a duo, and I made a couple of songs. And if you know, I made a song called Belly Making Chim. Your belly making chim.
Okay, I hear that song already, man.
Yeah, so we made those songs, and then eventually I went solo, and then more or less just focus on my own thing, working in studios and stuff like that, until eventually I linked up with the other band members of Riddim Knockaz, and the rest is history. Okay. So talking about Riddim Knockaz now, I read your biography and it seemed to suggest that Riddim Knockaz evolved from True Riddim, or Riddim Knockaz is a separate band that just have affiliation with True Riddim. Well, the way it started, Riddim Knockaz members were once True Riddim members.
Okay.
So Riddim Knockaz came from some of the members of True Riddim that basically left and started a new band.
Okay.
Riddim Knockaz.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
So what inspired them to start? What was the spark that you guys decided to start Riddim Knockaz?
Well, I would say really it's just the love for the music, you know, like you don't want to see nothing stop and just all your hard work or all your interests just die.
Yeah.
So True Riddim was a band back in the day that was doing the thing at the time. Eventually, like all good things came to an end. So some of the members just decided that, you know, instead of just saying we stop, let's at least try to start something new. And not every single member from True Riddim came along, but for those that came, we decided to start Riddim Knockaz. And it's kind of funny how the whole vibes of the name and everything came about, because one of the members, Sledge, that's his name, he's not with us right now, but he's still supporting the scene, he's still there. He came up with the name Riddim Knockaz to really just try to set us apart from the crowd, you know, set us apart from the rest of the acts and really give us a name that can really stand on its own. So when you hear Riddim Knockaz, you know what time it is, right?
You see, when I hear the name Riddim Knockaz now, I think in Bouyon is Riddim. So I figure it's the only thing to do. Yeah, man. Alright, so the next question now. You obviously, you is the lead singer, but how do each of the members, how many of you are there? Like 6, 7, 8, something?
Okay, well, first of all, it don't really have a lead singer. It's 2 singers it has.
2 lead singers, okay.
Yes, so 2 singers, that's myself, Millie, and the other singer is Din.
Okay.
Stain, you just call him Stain, you just call him Kyle, you just call him Rumdra, everything.
Okay,
like
okay.
Mr. Stain. Then we have the lead, we have the keyboardist, Dion, and then we have the bassman, Jason, we call him Kid.
Okay.
We also have our guitarist, we call him Pimbot. Every time we call him that, the boy doesn't have, but we call him Pimbot. And then we also have our drummer, Brian. We also know him for Kawang. And yeah, so that's
Kawang the fish?
Yeah, that's it. That was just call him.
One thing, Dominica man does have some name.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So just to remind you guys, we're interviewing Millie from the Riddim Knockaz band. This is the youngest Bouyon band in Dominica right now, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. And they're doing their thing. I see them play already. Trust me, they're doing their thing. All right. The next question I have to ask you is, when you're talking about Bouyon, I would say is at an evolutionary stage right now. And you have different styles of Bouyon. You have the old school CK Serenade style. You have the TK style. You have the Signal and them have their style.
Yeah.
You have the Nasty Business style. What I want to know is, Riddim Knockaz, how would you describe your style of Bouyon?
If I have to describe Riddim Knockaz style, Riddim Knockaz sound, I would use examples of people out there already. I would take Triple K sound and mix it with a Signal sound, because what I realize is that with Triple K, the debate is Riddim alone they have. With Signal, the debate is love songs alone they singing. But then when I realize the gap each of them have, because when you want to hear a full song, you will go to Signal. When you want to hear a non-stop rhythm, you will go to Triple K. Riddim Knockaz is an entity that giving you everything for your money. So it's not just rhythm, it's not just songs, it's
they have
everything.
Right there in the middle.
We have well put together songs, we have hard rhythm and chants. Everything you want, whatever you can get in Triple K, you can get it in Riddim Knockaz. Whatever you can get in Signal Band, you can get in Riddim Knockaz. You don't have nothing Riddim Knockaz have that you wouldn't want to hear. Trust me.
Good vibes. All right. So, I think you just touch on it, but what would you say are the influences, that make you as an artist number one, and then the band Riddim Knockaz? What influence you guys? What acts? Whether it's Bouyon acts, whether it's regional soca reggae dancehall, whether it's international hip hop, what are you guys' influences?
Okay, well, I'll start with mine personally. The 2 main influences I have are both 1 locally and 2 internationally. So on a local standpoint, I more or less take influence from the Triple K singers.
Okay.
In terms of their stage presence, in terms of their charisma and stuff like that. I wouldn't really say style, because I'm not really the one to try to be like someone else, but I like to take that inspiration and turn it into something that is mine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course,
so
you have to get inspiration from the people before you.
And then internationally, I'm more or less inspired by Travis Scott.
Okay.
Because like every time I see Travis play, the rage and the energy he has when it comes to play is like just non-stop. I can also say Rema as well in terms of the performance, because I always feel like every time you see me going and play, I don't just want to just go and sing a song, you know what I'm saying? I want when you see me go and play, that you can actually feel the emotions from the work you put out. You can actually feel whole vibes when you see me play, from the clothes I wear, from the emotion I set on stage. That is basically my personal focus. As a band, I don't believe that as a band that it's far from that. It's basically the same thing. It's just that with each individual member, they will have their own little personal goals. They also want to see the band come through with that. I believe giving the band a lot of variety, and that is more ideas and stuff. But the whole band idea, like I said, is to make sure that you can hear everything. You don't never want to hear somebody say, oh, his songs alone is singing, or oh, it's Riddim alone they have. We have everything. And I believe that is the goal for the band, and that is the mission, so that we can be as involved as possible. We can play at a kindergarten, we can play on the road carnival. I believe we can play in church at this point. So. Yeah.
Alright, so watch them on a Sunday morning. They're coming on a pulpit near you. Alright, so let's move on now. Performance and recognition. Riddim Knockaz has made impressive strides in the Bouyon industry. What do you believe sets your performances apart from other bands?
What I believe sets our performance apart is the fact that you know what to expect from the other band. There is no jam you will go, see a particular act on the flyer, and not wonder what they're gonna do. You know what they're gonna do. So it's like it's already expected. But with Riddim Knockaz, our performances are always unexpected. You understand? You never know what we're really going to do. At certain points we'll come and play some songs that involve in everybody. At certain points we just non-stop rhythm. At certain points, you know, the way we structure our whole live set and the way we play certain things, it leaves the audience unexpected as to what is to come. What next? So I feel that is what makes us different. The fact that you cannot really say, oh, them man gonna play this, them man unpredictable. Unpredictable.
That's it. Alright. So can you share your experiences performing at major influence? I know you mentioned in your biography that you have done a few major influences, major events. You've done a few tours. Can you share your experience performing at major influence and how they have influenced your growth as a band?
One of the main big events I would recognize is the Baby Festival.
Okay.
Yeah, that was in Maryland, I believe. Yes. And the reason why I recognize that one other than the others is because it's like, I don't know what about them French people, but their culture, their whole vibes towards the Bouyon, it's just different. The energy just over the. If Dominicans really believe they love Bouyon, trust me, them French people, they take over.
You're not the first person that you're saying that, eh?
Yeah, so it's like when we go on those, when we went on that stage, and we get to see, well, I personally get to see different world celebrities come there to also share the stage with us and stuff like that. I believe like it really just opened, not really the door, but the eyes of the future to really see that, okay, at the end of the day, what we're doing is not just for fun. What we're doing is not in vain. It actually slowly but surely bringing the benefits, the blessings and the rewards towards it. Because 2-3 years ago we didn't know where we was gonna play, and look now we sharing stages with some world-class celebrities.
That's a big achievement, man.
Yeah, so that is why I look at it.
Sounding good, man. Sounding good. So you mentioned, you just touched on touring, you know. As one of the youngest bands to begin touring, how was the experience of touring different in different regions impacted your music and perspective as artists?
Well, before touring, I would say our mindset was more or less local. You know, because I mean we cater into the local. But getting to travel and interacting with different regions and different cultures and different personalities, it gives us the opportunity to grow our mindset further than just local or home. It gives us more ideas and vision for an international basis, you know. So that is why I feel like it benefited us, where it could really open our eyes for us to really see things on a world-class level rather than just home.
Okay. Alright. And I know you did a tour in Antigua. What was the highlight of your first tour in Antigua?
Boy, that I can't remember that like you just started here. Because Antigua had a vibes. I was with top of the morning with Caution Band.
Okay.
I think that was the first time. I think that was our first trip.
Caution Band is an Antiguan band.
Yeah, that's a band.
Alright, big up Caution Band.
Big up Caution Band one time. If I'm not mistaken, I think that was our first trip, and that Boy, I can put that. Antigua just have, I don't even know how to explain it, but Antigua just have a whole nice vibe. But me personally, when we went, I honestly didn't really expect, no, like I should say in my local terms, high scene. But then they really surprised me by the way we were treated, and when we came there and we started to perform, it's like everybody was waiting, and it's like, you know, because I mean, being accustomed at playing at home and, you know, accustomed to big crowds or whatever, to go somewhere, I guess people will say, and to see like the type of support you get, you know, everybody there waiting for you to perform and
showing you that love.
Yeah, when you actually perform, they actually dance into you as if like, you know, you're some big celebrity, or it really was a wholesome moment, and it really lifted us up, I would say.
It sounds like all you bigger than you realize.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that for sure.
You have to catch up.
Every child deserves to love who they are, starting with themselves. Princess Naya, I Love My Hair, by John S.J. David, is a beautiful children's book about a young Afro princess learning to celebrate her natural hair. Through joy, confidence, and self-love, Princess Naya reminds children that their uniqueness is their superpower. Perfect for young readers and families who value representation and positive self-esteem. Princess Naya, I Love My Hair, available now on Amazon.
Alright, so let's talk about your cultural roots now. You're from Portsmouth. How does your upbringing in Portsmouth shape the band's identity and influence your music?
That's a good question. Well, I would start with more or less educating people on the history of Bacchanal in Portsmouth. Because people doesn't watch it the way I just watch it sometimes. But Portsmouth in itself have its own emotion, it have its own culture. Because you will come to Roseau Carnival or wherever other carnival, and you will see the difference in the culture. You see Portsmouth, our thing is long run and just being wild on the road, and it don't have no rules, no regulation.
I think the people out there, especially the diaspora, they want to understand what is long run. Explain to them.
Yeah, so long run is basically an activity during the carnival that when you see is a particular song called Long Run. I honestly forgot the name of the original artist, pardon me, Young. Ceramics, thank you very much. Big up Ceramics one time. But Ceramics had a song called Long Run, and it's very simple. When you see they say long run, I want you to long run, everybody just basically running up and down of the street. Just going up and down, and let me tell you something. If you don't catch yourself, you can end up in a journey. You know, that is facts, you know. Because when you see man coming, I wish you had the video also, so you could just put it up on the screen for people to see what I'm talking about. When you see people passing, if you're not in that, you have to watch yourself, because when you see people passing, they just brushing you, and you end up in a drain, you end up somewhere. Boy, let me tell you, long run, it's sounding dangerous, but really and truly it's very fun. If, like I say, if you don't want to be a part of it, then it's always wise to stand on the side, where it's very safe. But for the people that actually get to be a part of it, when you see the year that I want you to long run, when you hear that, people just lose their mind and just start to run up and down on the road. Who picking up branch, who picking up chair, who picking up this, who picking up that. You just have to go up and down. You cannot stop. It's non-stop movements, up and down. No time you stop, I telling you, you can end up in a jail.
So that is a Portsmouth anthem then.
Yeah, man.
Long Run.
You cannot,
by Ceramics.
By Ceramics.
I have to go and look for that song.
Every time, and Riddim Knockaz, we make that our duty. Once you see we play in Portsmouth, especially for Carnival, we cannot not play that
song.
No time you see we don't play that, and we say we gotta go now, they saying go where? That have to play some way.
You don't coming out there.
No, boy, you have to play that too.
Must play that.
Must play that.
Alright.
Big up Portsmouth and big up Ceramics.
Yeah, man, big up Ports. Yeah, it look like I have to go up there and experience that long run
vibe. You have to. You cannot miss out on that.
So, the next question, what does it mean for you to represent authentic Dominica sound in your music?
Well, to me, it means a lot. Like, I can't even explain how much it really means, because now is really the time I get to really see it, especially in my young life. I get to really see that Dominica is actually being recognized. You understand? And not just, I know we're talking about music, but not just on a musical aspect. Right now, Dominica is being recognized on all different various types of news and headlines and stuff like that. So I feel like now it's really important to keep that authenticity within music, especially because that's where we specialize in. So when we go out there, we try not to be like other people, although we can involve certain trends and traditions from other cultures within the vibe. But really and truly, we try to keep it as authentic as possible, because when we go out there, that is our opportunity to represent Dominica and represent the Dominican heritage, the Dominican blood, the Dominican soul, the Dominican emotion. I feel like we cannot not represent our country. And representing is not just going and say, I from 767, but representing is actually going out and show that you're from 767.
Show them the authentic culture.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. That's sounding good.
Yeah, man.
So, looking towards the future now, what goals do you and your team have for Riddim Knockaz in the coming years, both musically and improving the overall Bouyon sound in Dominica?
Okay, well, Riddim Knockaz band, our long-term goals right now is really growing as an entity and grow. Right now, we just had our first event, Concord, that happened January 3rd. That was one of our big steps to really making sure that Riddim Knockaz band sets their foot in the industry and stays there, both in the event space as well, not just as a band, because not every time you can wait for someone to call you to play, you know what I'm saying? So it's time that we decided to really grow ourselves as an event as well. And as a band, our whole mission is to really just get our reach out there, collaborate with more overseas acts and local as well, and just really just use that opportunity to just grow ourselves musically in terms of our production, in terms of our image, because we really serious when it comes to our image. We don't want to be like, so I guess others, and be, I would say, in a vulgar type of image, or in an image that might not be embraced by everyone. We want to be an image that can actually be embraced by everyone.
Universal.
Everyone, every religion, color, race, age, I don't ever want to hear the excuse for Riddim Knockaz not being involved somewhere is because of our image, you know what I'm saying? So that is what we really focus on, to really just build our brand, grow our image, and just keep moving forward,
Alright, so you just mentioned collaborations. Are there any collaborations, one, that you're working on? Are there any collaborations that you would like to do, both locally, regionally, and internationally?
Okay, well, we have a lot of unreleased music currently. So because we're always working, that is one thing we maintain. So currently, unreleased, we have collaboration with Fetty Mac. Big up Fetty Mac one time. And we have other collabs on the way that I honestly wouldn't say too much about right now, but soon they come in.
But they come in.
In terms of collaborations, I would want to see the band actually bring into reality. I honestly want to see a Riddim Knockaz with Triple K.
Okay.
I really want to see that.
That's a big vision.
Hey, and not just in the studio. I want to see that on the road itself.
On the road itself. That would be a mashup.
Yeah, man. That is one of those. I really want to see Riddim Knockaz on the road with Triple K, and also in the studio making it.
TK, all you hear that? Killer and the crew, make that happen.
Yeah, man. Don't sleep on the scene, boy.
Alright. So, let's talk about community engagement now. How does Riddim Knockaz engage in the local community in Portsmouth and beyond, through your music or just through whatever you guys doing?
Well, right now the way we involve ourselves with the community is in the efforts of making events. So our first event, Concord, that is one way of giving back, because it's not an event where you have to say it's money you don't have, it's free to enter. So that is our way of just engaging the community and giving people an opportunity to come and jam and rock with us and be a part of what we build, And then also, I'm getting to that, because Street Jump Up is ours, Street Jump Up in Portsmouth as well is another event that we usually have, because since I'm young, high-end street jump up in Roseau. So since Riddim Knockaz came about, we decided to, actually put it in Portsmouth. So right now, the street jump up is not only in Roseau, but street jump up is also in Portsmouth with the Riddim Knockaz band on the road, big truck, big scene.
So speaking about, I know you mentioned it earlier, but speaking about street jumper, because I'll be honest, I'm a Roseau fella. I always take in Carnival in town with the big bands, but anytime I talk to somebody from up different parts, whether it be Grand Bay, whether it be Mau, whether it be Posse, they always tell me like it's unique, it's different. How would you describe the street jump up style all you have in Portsmouth compared to how jump up is in Roseau?
Well, I wouldn't lie, I'll be honest with you. For now, it doesn't have much of a difference, but the whole goal and mission is to make it a unique product of its own.
Okay.
So in the coming years, everything is going to improve, and we actually plan to make it different by the involvement of special pieces like you would get in Carnival. In pieces meaning clothing,
Costume and stuff.
all those things. But like I said, that's for the future. But in the past years, it's been basically simple, but it's not about really and truly how it looks, but the whole energy, the whole atmosphere in Portsmouth for street jump up is just a different vibe. Because it's like in Portsmouth you feel safer, because it's not like Roseau where people feel like anything can happen or whatever. Portsmouth is really a more peaceful place that nothing really can go wrong in Portsmouth, and the police are very understanding. They work with everybody, both the bands and the patrons. The patrons themselves Portsmouth people are very respectful. Portsmouth people are regardless of what you hear, Portsmouth people are very respectful and very fun. You can never come from wherever else and come to Portsmouth and feel like you didn't have a good time. If you didn't have a good time, because you didn't want to have a good time. But the whole Portsmouth atmosphere is just very welcoming. Everything is just there, and you can never feel like you're missing out.
Good vibes.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to wrap up soon, but before we wrap up, I just want to ask you a general question about Bouyon music. I think we touched on it a little bit earlier in the interview, but Bouyon music, obviously, we see the evolution, we see the nasty business, we see the various styles. What is your thoughts on the development of Bouyon music? We see Bouyon music make some big strides, I would say probably in the past 5 years. We see Bouyon music kind of just take off.
Yeah.
What is your thoughts on that?
I'm actually happy, and I just feel like it's about time, because like I say, I started doing music since I was in high school. That was since in 4th form, and in them times there, it was a thing, but it wasn't really to the level it is now. Before, when you see certain things, you only expect it to come from A-list celebrities in Afrobeats, A-list celebrities in hip hop. Certain opportunities you would expect to get, you would more or less expect it from those type of genre. But to see that now the local genre actually going overseas and actually making a lot of money, a lot of recognition, and actually bringing a lot of opportunities, because right now it's not just Caribbean people that in Bouyon. Right now it's international people in Bouyon. Right now I see Rema made a song on a Bouyon. I believe Rema is from Africa.
Yeah.
Molly, Riddim Knockaz artist from Ghana.
Yes.
She just released the Bouyon song. So right now, Bouyon really actually make it, and also Kex Mafia is involved in a French collaboration that ended up on basically French networks, and so I starting to see Bouyon being played in famous streams, in famous TV shows. So I just really grateful and happy for it, because I know we right behind the line, So A+ for that artist in Bouyon is also an A+ for us.
For everybody, yeah.
Yeah, because it takes everybody, even if everybody's not on the same team, but it takes everybody in an industry to really
elevate it,
push it.
Yes.
Soon you might see Bouyon playing on a FIFA. You check? Yeah.
Alright, so obviously right now we just coming into the Carnival season now. I know you guys have a lot What you have in store for the people? The people want to know.
Boy, we have non-stop rhythm. that alone we have. But yeah, all the seriousness, we have non-stop rhythm, great quality projects coming, high quality collaborations coming, and also we have the infamous Portsmouth Carnival coming. You can't miss that. You have to find some time to come to Portsmouth Juve Carnival Monday or Tuesday. You know, I wouldn't put too much pressure on the patrons to come every day, but you have to experience the Portsmouth Carnival under the Riddim Knockaz when you see we come. So that is basically what we have for now, and just more work for the people. Okay, right now we want to give our fans and supporters more content that they can enjoy and just use in the season to enjoy themselves with their friends and their family.
All right. So before we go, I know you have a lot of people out there that want to listen to your music. They want to connect with you guys. Give them your social media handles, your Instagram, your TikTok, your YouTube. Tell them where they can find your music.
You can find Riddim Knockaz music on YouTube at Riddim Knockaz Band. You can also find us on Instagram and Facebook at Riddim Knockaz Band. Also on TikTok at Riddim Knockaz Band. All of them. Once you put Riddim Knockaz Band, it's not hard to find us.
And spell Riddim Knockaz for them that don't know how to spell it.
RIDDIM-KNOCKAZ.
All right. So once again, people, this has been Millie from the Riddim Knockaz Band. My brother, thank you for coming down. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for supporting what we're doing. Look out for them guys there. They're about to destroy Carnival 26. Look out for the next Love Bouyon Talks interview. And thank you guys for listening.